Hey guys, me again. Well, you're here, so here's another goal you're not gonna like. Good morning, afternoon, and evening, ladies and gentlemen, and it's definitely evening for most of you unless you watch this in the next morning. So I wanted to do this because out of the curiosity that I had, I just checked the Stars game because I'm a Jets fan. So watching the Stars go to overtime and losing to the Stars in overtime is a pain I've suffered a lot. I just clicked on Timestamp Guy's video, which is linked below so you can tell what the original clip looks like. And I watched the Stars win in overtime, and oh boy, it's something. I don't think I like it. So here's the context right here. We don't need to care about anyone except for mostly Tyler Seguin and John Klingberg, because John Klingberg will get the game winner. Jake Allen is here. So the initial shot, this, as you can tell, dying seconds of overtime. So if there's any logic here, I'd say that I don't think Montreal can win in overtime with this time left. I think they can maybe win in a shootout if they get there. But they need to get there, and they don't. So here's the thing that happens. So first off, Klingberg shoots it on. It goes off of Allen. And I'm going to show you, this is the live feed. Now, Klingberg comes in to shoot the backhander on the rebound and scores. And you'll notice Jake Allen doesn't look happy. The initial call is a goal. So now we have a baseline. That means that you need to find conclusive evidence to overturn the call, because the original call is set at a goal. So we need conclusive evidence. So this is the best angle, and honestly, I'd argue the best angle. So what was Jake Allen about? He's mad about Tyler Seguin's stick. So the shot comes in, and the shot, and I'm just going to let you guys know now, the puck is not actually in the field of view. The puck is actually down here. But Tyler Seguin's stick, while being slightly pushed by the defender, goes through like this on the goaltender. Now, the defender tries to push on Tyler Seguin again, and Seguin then stick lifts Jake Allen. And the shot, as you can see here, it's moving with it, moving with it, moving with it. And Seguin drags through, and the puck goes into the back of the net. So, they would review this for goal interference, and I am so torn on this, because partially, the defender for Montreal does kind of get his stick into Tyler Seguin, but here's the thing. I don't think that the defenseman for the Montreal Canadiens actually does anything to push Tyler Seguin towards the field of play. If anything, he goes like this and just stops him dead in his tracks. And if you want to say, well, that's a hook on Montreal, sure, we could split hairs on that, but at the end of the day, no ref is ever going to call that penalty. Now, the thing that they will maybe have to call is a hook on the goaltender. Now, as we know to an extent, the stick is kind of an extension of your arms in a sense. So if a player goes up to another player and hooks them and holds them back from going to the puck, it is called hooking. Now, what happens if you do that to goaltenders? Well, we actually have somewhat conclusive proof. The only difference is, instead of a pulling motion, it is a pushing motion. That doesn't change the actual cause and effect, though. That should mean that they're both equally limited the same. For example, Sam Bennett had a goal disallowed on him against the Tampa Bay Lightning last playoffs. We covered that, by the way. You can double-check my history here. I said it was no goal because he used his stick to push the goaltender out of the way to then enable a scoring chance. And I compared it to holding the door open for your teammate to score, but the door is the goalie. That is illegal. This is a pulling motion, but does the exact same thing. It holds Jake Allen's stick from going back down, because he'll shoot low blocker, but now Allen is trying to reach his stick and get down there, but Tyler Seguin is pulling it upwards, enabling him from playing the puck on the rebound. You can see here that as the play progresses, that Jake Allen's front of his stick goes up in the air, and we know this is the case because Tyler Seguin has his stick under the blocker of Jake Allen. At the end of the day, I think that the NHL just thought, because it was such a bang-bang play, that it should just stay the way it is. But I don't understand how you can think that Jake Allen has a perfect availability to play this puck legally when he isn't able to fully control his blocker. Another example that we haven't covered, but you should watch, is in overtime when Vegas thought they scored, for example, in overtime. Somebody came up behind them and pushed the butt end of the stick out of the way, which moved the guy's body out of the way. The puck trickled in, and they called it no goal. This is kind of the same play, just reverse. It's stopping the player from being able, stopping the goaltender from using the bottom half of his stick to get positioned. Mainly, it's stopping Jake Allen from putting his blocker there to stop the shot. Now, Jake Allen is not in a good position at all. However, Lehkonen isn't really doing anything that's trying to hold Seguin back. And Seguin himself is pretty much hooking on the goalie. So at the end of the day, I would call this no goal. So, if the Stars make the playoffs, which they are projected to, but only slightly, by 1 point, look back at this. Thank you so much, especially if you got to the end of this video, guys. If you're new to the channel, we would really appreciate if you could subscribe. We cover videos, content like this all the time. We love doing it just to kind of give you guys some thoughts and just a viewpoint on goals like this. We try to keep it non-biased, but we're only so good. And we also cover Jets content. So please leave a like, subscribe. Don't forget to comment down below what you guys thought of this. I'm open to all of your guys' thoughts, and I would appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching.
Connor, you'll special top for Connor.